Peace and blessings, everyone. Queen Osset here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at an oracle deck that has been on my shelf for quite some time. Sit back and let's take a look around your kitchen, shall we? Imagine yourself in a very special kitchen. Dried herbs hang from the ceiling. The pantry is filled with lotions, tinctures, and salves, along jars of jam, pickles, chutneys, and home-brewed wines and ales. Herbal infusions, poultices, soaps, and dyes are all made here. Exciting times await to learn about spells, healing, charms, and how to make anything needed without stepping far from your garden gate. Folks, I introduce to you the Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards. Remember last year when I did my review of this Dark Goddess deck? My opinions still stand. I'm hoping that the Witch's Kitchen, this Oracle deck, comes through with a little bit more refinement, should I say. So this seems to be part of a, what do you call it, quartet? Maybe there's going to be a fifth deck. I don't know. So the Witch's Kitchen and the Witch's Wisdom Oracle is put out by Barbara Meiklejohn-Free and Flavia Kate Peters. Barbara Meiklejohn-Free also did an oracle deck called Sacred Sites. Then after the Witch's Wisdom, of course, came the Dark Goddess. It was picked up by Llewellyn. And then the Fairy Godmother, of which I've done a review on this as well. And now we have the Witch's Kitchen. Two-piece box, nothing inside. Cards are gilded in silver. Your standard guidebook. And I just read the introduction from the guidebook to you. So it says here on the back, time to go back to your roots and harness the power of nature. Engage with the messages and medicines of plants and herbs and invoke your inner kitchen witch. These cards will help you cook up and stir in the ingredients to connect you to the cauldron of life. From root to tip, each card reveals remedies, salves, tinctures, lotions, and potions to create well-being in your life. Enter this magical space and draw upon wisdom and recipes still relevant in the kitchen today. The deck contains 48 cards. The cards have key focus words. There's a detailed guidebook I just told you about, sample spreads, easy to remember and repeat invocations, detailed readings, recommended recipes, factual information about each key ingredient. Okay, so we do have a fairly decent guidebook. Usable information up to 109 pages. Let's see. It says here, when you step into your kitchen, you step into the inner temple of kitchen witchery as you weave your magic. When you step outside into nature, you step into the outer temple of the universe. The Witch's Kitchen Oracle is a self-help oracle deck. Listen to and learn from the messages of the herbs, vegetables, fruits, plants, and spices, the first seeds of creation. It is fun to make your own food and drinks as you experiment with new and ancient ideas. It is also empowering to be able to make your own beauty products, to have a natural first aid kit at hand, to clean the house with natural products, and support a healthy lifestyle. Kitchen witchery is one of the oldest kinds of magic. By combining hearth and home with nature and enchantment, you create a balanced, powerful way of life. When you place the key ingredients of magic, love, wisdom, and knowledge into the mix, you become a kitchen witch. So, let's see now. Of course, we have instructions of how to use. Sitting comfortably, shuffle the deck. It is important to clearly state what you would like guidance about. For example, how can I enhance my magical abilities? What area of my life needs healing? How can I best serve the relationship with my partner? Of course, when you feel ready, pull a card. And then we have sample spreads. A 3-card spread, a 4-card cauldron spread with the directions here. North represents the physical and material life, home, family, health, and mundane worries. East represents the mind, mental process, and mental health. 3, South represents spirit, will, and ego, creativity, and inspiration. And west represents the emotional life, joy, sadness, relationships, and emotional bonds. Of course, making your intentions clear, you'll go ahead and put down the cards. And then you have a 5 cauldron spread. 5 card cauldron spread. Past, present. Present is the theme. Past influences. The reasons behind the question, the potential, and the outcome. I like that. I might have to give that a go. And then we have an explanation for each of the cards. It looks like they packed a lot on 2 pages per card. So let's take a look, shall we? So I'm going to shift a little bit. I'm in my son's room. Get the glare off my glasses. First card, aloe vera, soothe. Right off the gate, for me, right out of the gate, there just seems to be so much going on in the imagery. I recognize the aloe vera plant. I recognize it for what it does. You know, you can buy the leaves in the grocery store, open it up and scrape out the innards and store them in the kitchen. And use them, of course, for burns and scrapes, conditioning your hair, moisturizing your skin. That's what I use on mine. Okay, apple. Forbidden. See, apple cider vinegar is good for good internal detox. Arnica, recovery. Arnica is good for healing any bruises one may be experiencing. Basil, reconciliation. What is it they say? Where basil grows, no evil goes. I know that basil is delicious for, of course, Italian foods and such, Italian dishes. But basil is also good for prosperity working. Bay leaves for abundance. This is another herb I like to use for prosperity. And wishes. Write your desire on a bay leaf and burn it, and let the wishes or the air or the smoke reach the ethers and send your wishes away. Blackberry, invasive. Really? I never would have thought of blackberries as being invasive. Let's see what the book has to say. I think my son is allergic to blackberries. I had an experience a long time ago. Let's see. So the mantra is, time to break free, boundaries in place. Intruder, stalker, get out of my face. Thorny sharp branches and berries of black. Protect from evasion to prevent attack. The magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be, there it is done. So that last line is repeated for every mantra. Interesting. Oh, somebody is desperate to be part of your life and could be pushing your buttons right now. Their invasive presence and blatant disrespect of your boundaries is making you feel uncomfortable. Neighbor disputes could be an issue for you as boundary lines are crossed, or you may be fighting for your personal space at work. Time to break away and free yourself from the entrapment and attachments of others and heal from anything that is causing you unease. If you permit, I shall protect you from unwanted invasion with my thorny branches. Plant me in your garden to prevent energy vampires from crossing your threshold. And if my thorns draw the perpetrator's blood, as dark and juicy as my berries, then you can be sure that justice is served. Well, well, well. I might have to get some blackberry bushes. You know, spirit does work. The ancient Greeks used the blackberry to treat gout and also made blackberry tea to soothe sore throats and cure colds. Blackberries were also used for healing wounds and preventing scurvy. The Native Americans used blackberry roots and leaves to heal digestive and intestinal illnesses. You also use the juice, or they also use the juice as a dye and ink. I'm going to investigate the blackberries a little bit further. I do have an invasive situation going on. Black pepper for banishment. Catnip for bond. Who doesn't know chamomile for relax? Again, just I get the concept of, a witch's kitchen, but honestly, I wouldn't be able to do anything in a kitchen that looked like that. I don't have OCD. I just like things to be orderly, at least in my kitchen. Chocolate, aphrodisiac. I'm loving the chocolate fountain there. Cinnamon, I love cinnamon. Reignite, yes, cinnamon is good for, of course, increasing passion, making things happen rather quickly. If you're doing any sort of candle work, when you dress your candles with the oil, add a bit of cinnamon to speed things up. It's also good for clearing and cleansing. If you are living with someone where conversation, communication is a bit stunted, you're not able to express your feelings, or you feel a block with needing to say what you want to say, feeling maybe, okay, I might be censored if I speak this, burn some cinnamon incense. But be warned, it may be a little spicy. The conversation may be a bit spicy, and not necessarily in a good way. Cloves for gossip. Well, let's see what we have here for cloves. I'm still in the seeds. Here we are. Whispers behind your back or hushed silence when you enter a room indicates that you are the topic of conversation. I always say, I'll worry when they stop talking. While there's no harm in having a good old chit-chat, or rather, good old chin-wag with friends, bad-mouthing someone's private business should be avoided. You're no stranger to juicy gossip yourself. And he said, she said this, and she said that. It's just tittle-tattle. My antibacterial properties are powerful enough to wash any gossip monger's mouth out. Be watchful of who you have intimate details, or should... I can't. Words. I have words today. Okay, we're going to get this together. Be watchful of who you share intimate details with, and play your cards close to your chest at this time. It's vital to keep your reputation in high regard. And so I will assist in purifying and raising your vibrations and protect you from any smear campaigns. Burn me with a red candle to put a stop to any gossip that is affecting you now, or to prevent and protect you from slander in the future. I do have a recipe for tapas boca, shut your mouth, that uses cloves. Coriander, immortality. Cumin, faithfulness. For those of you who do love workings, add a bit of coriander. Echinacea, fortify. Start taking the echinacea just a little bit prior to cold season, where everyone starts to get the bug. That's usually the best time when this will take effect. Elderflower. And that's for warding. Again, that's for protection. So you make elderberry syrup, elderberry wine, strictly for medicinal purposes. What we have here? Eucalyptus. My gosh, yes. Breathe. That's good for clearing everything up. Burn some eucalyptus if you can stand it. Brew it up into a tea. and then add it to your bath water. Or if you can find some bath bombs that have eucalyptus in them, as you're taking the shower, let the water hit that bath bomb and it will release its vibrant healing energies and aroma. Love it. Garlic, repel. I love garlic too. Seems like I love a lot of spicy, baneful herbs and roots. Garlic. Good for that inner detoxification that's needed. Ginger. Love it. Spicy. Ginger beer. This is ginger ale. I grew up with ginger beer. All right. Honey. Soothing both inside and out, as it holds moisture in, and it's a great antibacterial. And for those of you who make offerings to Oshun, give her a bit of honey, but taste it first. Lavender. Calming, restful, peace-bringing. Ironically, I'm not a fan of lavender. If I mix it with rose, it's passable for me, but for the most part, I'm not a fan of lavender. But it's good for many people. Lemon, bitterness. Another fruit that I enjoy. I wouldn't say bitter. I would say more tart. Cleansing, detoxifying, innovating, bringing you clarity. Yes, it's rejuvenating. Mandrake. You can see the mandrake root there with a superimposed phase on it. Impassive. Let's see what they say about mandrake. Can be hard to get mandrake root in that shape now. Usually you get mandrake root and it's all chopped up, unfortunately. Okay. Magic's waned, not impressed. Work with my root if you're distressed. Extraction causes a deadly scream. Work with me to follow your dream. Your expression says it all. Not much impresses you these days, does it? Your light has dimmed. However, all is not lost, for a new magic surrounds you when I appear. No other plant has been more associated with or respected by witches throughout the ages as I. A magical alliance was made between witches and the spirit of Mandraga or Mandragora for my root to be used as a vessel for familiars to feed them. In return, I am fed with milk or wine under a full or dark moon. Be sure not to feed no one. Be sure not to feed on me yourself, though, for I will cause delirium or even madness if ingested, much like my poisonous cousin Belladonna. Instead, use my powdered root wisely as a magical catalyst to empower amulets, spells, fertility rituals, or to induce visions and free your spirit, for a desired freedom of magical expression is waiting to be unearthed. Let's see. Extract for protection of home-empowered spells, rituals, clearing your altar, and ritual tools. Slice mandrake root, add to a jar, steep for 3 moon cycles, starting on the dark of the moon. Cover with black cloth and store in a dark place. What are you steeping it in? Ensure that the jar is labeled and only used for ritual work. Would you steep it in milk or the wine that is offered? Set your intention and speak with the spirit of the mandrake before use. In Greek mythology, Circe and Aphrodite uses magical root as an aphrodisiac. The Ebers Papyrus, dated from 1550 BC, speaks of the power of this sacred root. Dioscorides, a Greek physician, knew of its anesthetic effect. Used as a personal visionary root, mandrakes are believed to carry magical powers and were featured in the Harry Potter series, but of course. Okay. Milk thistle, intrusion. Ah, blackberry was invasion. Okay. Mint for clarity. Mint is also another herb that's good for prosperity. Mustard for faith. Really? Okay. Mustard seeds. Nettle for caution. Nutmeg for luck. It's another herb that's good for prosperity. Olive for peace. That's cleansing and detoxifying as well. Onion for tears. Parsley for death. Interesting. Let's see what we say about that. Parsley. From tombs to plates I will adorn, with a deathly message to forewarn. 'Tis the end when I appear, but mortality is not to fear. Well, the change you've been resisting won't go away. The end is nigh, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. Wear me as a garland around your neck when feasting to ward off intoxication. But if you find you are in need of parsley, it could indicate terminal illness, and you may well lose your appetite. Instead of fearing me when I garnish your plate, you are reminded of your own precious mortality as I protect your food from contamination. Take a leaf out of my book and remain grounded, for if I'm uprooted, I bring bad luck to your household. Hold a sprig for effortless communication or communion with those who have passed over, but never mention the names of the living when you hold me in your hands. A death to the old welcomes in magical opportunities as you finally let go. My presence is an auspicious omen at this time. Wow. Let's see. Take 2 cups of spring or filtered water and pour in a blender. Add 2 cups of chopped fresh parsley to the blender, along with 2 cups of freshly cooked nettle leaves and 2 cups of cooked dandelion leaves. Now add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 clove of garlic, some sprigs of fresh mint, add some cumin and blend on high. Keep in fridge until ready to drink. Yeah, parsley is good for detoxification. Patchouli, which is one of my favorite fragrances. Patchouli is another deep, earthy prosperity herb. It's good for grounding your finances and your prosperity. You know, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger will have your prosperity come in rather quickly and go out just as quickly. But patchouli will ground it, will earth it. And I just love the fragrance of patchouli. Mix that with amber, and I am in heaven. Rose for romance. Rosemary for memories. Rosemary is good for if you're studying. It helps with you giving you clarity and retain information. It's also good for clearing the air. Sage, purification. Salt for protection. Seaweed for prediction. Interesting. St. John's wort, dispirited. I've heard St. John's wort is used for depression, I such. Sugar for sweetness. Tea tree for binding. It's good for cleansing as well. Tea tree leaves? Tea tree. Australia? Yes. Thyme. There is not a West Indian alive who does not cook with thyme. We grow a beautiful, fragrant thyme in Jamaica. Like, oh my gosh. We keep it in the oven. You know, the oven is always warm. Oh my gosh. It's just beautiful. Turmeric. Diversity. Turmeric is good for, if you mix it with milk, of course it's good for soothing body aches and such. And I think if you mix it with a bit of aloe vera gel and perhaps milk and use it as a facial on your skin, it's good for brightening the complexion. Of course, witch hazel. We know this is good for the skin as well. It's also good for that protection that's necessary. And many of us will use it if we don't have Florida water. You can use witch hazel. Yarrow. Expulsion. And this is what I would consider a feminine herb. I think I'm a bit out of order here. Chili pepper. Ferocity. But of course, hemp, expansion, dandelion for wishes, dandelion wine, dandelion tea, good for detoxing, and mugwort for intuition. Okay, so that is all 48 cards. Let's have a shuffle, see, and see what message we have. Let's just pull a card. I'm going to be shuffling like this. Do a rifle shuffle in my lap. Three. Let's make it an even 4. Now, I must say, once again, the book is well written. I think it is. The guidebook gives you a lot of information, things to work with. Could be like a pocket kitchen, what they call pocket recipe book. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe get the guidebook, underline certain things that you may be looking for, go in search of your herbs and your plants, build up your kitchen and such. One of the, like I said, the background of the cards, the imagery of the cards, just always seems to be so much going on. I like a lot of, I mean, you could tell, but you have to have, you can tell I like a lot of everything. But you have to have a space. This is a small space to be looking at. I didn't show you the cauldron on the back. I guess I could have pulled out the other cards to show you what they look like on the back as well. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Fairy godmother. The fairy star. And what else we have here? The dark goddess. This is the triquetra. That could have been such a good deck. And then, of course, Witch's Wisdom. So, needless to say, all of these, I have a collection here. Let's put all this back now. I mean, they're cute decks. It's just too much going on the cards. Oh, too much. All right, one more, and let's pull this one. What do we have? Milk thistle, intrusion. From the bottom, courage, time. And from here, elderberry, warding. Okay. Basically, I feel like if you are dealing with this, any sort of intrusion, do not be afraid. Have this to protect yourself. Now, this could be people, things. We are in cold season. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself, right? Milk thistle. Let's see what it says here. Your thorny attitude is causing others to bristle as you deal with a prickly issue that's leaving you feeling rather uncomfortable. Use me to draw out toxins from the body as I decrease inflammation and soothe the negative effects of disturbance and aggravation to your liver, the seat of anger. My spikes will protect you from the violation of others, breaking hexes and exorcism. Sow my dried seeds into a poppet or use them in spells to break bad habits and drive away depression as I lend you my strength to defend yourself against harm. I shall guard you well if grown in your garden and protect you from evil if you place me at the front door. Beware all those who direct ill will and lower emotions like jealousy your way, for they shall be deterred by a short, sharp shock. Interesting. Between this and blackberry, I should be good to go. Courage by time. Did I say the guidebook is set up in alphabetical order, which is really nice. Makes it easier, if you know your alphabet, to find the cards. Time, courage. Resistance is futile as you walk the kitchen's solitary path of no return. Once magic is born within, it can never die. I will support you as you step away or step out of the witchy broom closet and declare to the world who you really are. What's going on with my words today? It is time to burn brightly as you commit to your magical path, no matter the opinion of others. Know that you are safe as you massage in my oil, as the warriors of old did to induce the courage needed for battle. As you face challenges head on, I will reinforce your bravery and strength. Add me to your bathwater or sew me in your undergarments to increase vigor. Weave me in your hair to enhance allurement as you face the world. Plucky determination is what's required as you stand up to the adversity. Fight for your rights and become the hero of your own story. And elderflower for warding. Steeped in mystery and stupid. What's going on with my words today? I'm recording this. I'm not editing it. You'll know as you see this. Mistakes and all. I'm human. Anyway, elderflower's guidance. Steeped in mystery and superstition. My ancient history is shared among the British hedgerows. Protected by the elder mother who resides in the trunk of my tree, I will ward off evil spirits and protect your home from misfortune if I am planted near the threshold. The powerful warding property of my leaves will assist in breaking spells cast against you and undo any harmful intentions. Allow me to deflect any ill will as I defend your magical honor. As you sleep deeply beneath the canopy of my white, lacy, fragrant flowers, you are invited into a parallel existence. into the mystical dimension of the fairies who are fundamental to your spell work at this time. The nature spirits will ward off any negative beliefs that are blocking you as you harness your natural magical abilities. Interesting. I love it. Here's a recipe. Put 500 grams of castor sugar with 4 teaspoons of honey into a large pan with a liter of spring or filtered water. Bring to boil, then remove from heat. Add the lemon rind from 2 unwaxed lemons with 18 elderflower heads to the pan. Add the juice of the lemons and infuse for 1 day. Strain the cordial and pour into bottles or jars. Store in a dark place. So if anyone makes this elderberry cordial, elderflower cordial, send some my way. So the message is, if you're dealing with some BS going on in your life, pluck up the courage. You've got it. You can do this. Stand firm in your convictions. Say what you need to say. Don't back down. Don't turn the other cheek. Okay? That love and light may not work for this. As a matter of fact, it's not working for this situation. You'll be taken care of. Something greater and more powerful than yourself will help you bring about that ability. So, with that, I am complete. I hope you enjoyed this brief walkthrough. Let me know your opinions. Again, as I said, this seems to be a set. Let me pull them all here. Now, this is what I have. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, with that, have a great day, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.